Hey guys, it's Skybird, and today we're going to be taking a look at my custom build, my modified build for my Nynrah Mystica Quake Breakers that actually attaches the Ghost Blaster to the Quake Breaker itself. That way Nynrah can still carry two of these chainsaws, and it does so in such a way so that the blaster can be removed very easily and left in hand for when the character actually rides on these chainsaws when they attach to his feet, which I think is super cool. If you guys like this content, make sure to subscribe, and I will leave a link to the video where I build this, show you how to build it in the description, as well as an end card at the end of this video. That was redundant. Anyway, let's get into it. So first thing, you will need these pieces here in front of you. It's actually not that much, and it's a fairly simple modification. We'll be doing some very slight disassembly, taking this here and removing the Borak eyes temporarily. We're also going to be taking out this 4-long axle and removing this assembly. We will be using all of these parts, save for just 2, although they can also be stored on the final build as well. Once we have all of that done, we're also going to remove this 3-length axle right here, which, as you know, does not connect to anything. It is just there to prevent wobble in that shell piece. So once we are at this point here, now what we want to go ahead and do is actually put our 4-length axle in, but don't push it all the way through yet, because now we want to take this tri-sided connector here, make sure that this axle is aligned with this axle coming out of the side here, and then place that in back. That way the axle is coming out straight out of the back in line with the rest of the chainsaw. Go ahead and push that all the way through and reattach our Borak eyes. Once the Borak eyes are in place, the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is actually attach this lever piece to the top side of this axle, and then place a 3-long bar through this axle hole here. That will also prevent wobble on this piece, so it's not going to go anywhere. And then we'll take our 2-length half lift arm here and place a 2-long axle in there. This is just storage for this axle, because that axle is used to actually connect the Ghost Blaster to Nynrah's hands when he is not holding the chainsaw pieces. So that way he can ride the chainsaws, or he can store them on his back for use later, which I think is pretty cool. We will be doing a breakdown video of Nynrah's build itself. I just need to find one more of these silver triangles. I have one somewhere. Anyway, let's get right back into it. So now that we are done with this, that's basically everything we need to do for the chainsaw. Let's get into the build for the blaster itself. We're going to start with the shell for the blaster. And we're going to go ahead and take this piece here. Don't know what it's called, but it's got a pin coming out of one side. And I like to do a glow-in-the-dark stud on one side and then 3 studs on the other. You can also just use a round brick here instead, but I like the added texture. I think it looks quite nice. So we go ahead and just attach those. And then this pin is going to go inside of this pin hole right here. And this is going to prevent this piece from wobbling, because the pinholes in this piece just in general are really loose, so I don't bother with using them if I don't have to. And then attach just your lightsaber bar, any color that you choose. I like the lime green here. It works quite well with Nynrah. You could do glow in the dark there as well, which would look quite nice. And then we're going to go ahead and build up our blaster as you would normally. Just the 2 3-length axles. Don't push them all the way in yet. And then take our little bellow piece here. And now you can go ahead and push those axles all the way through. Once we have those in place, go ahead and connect it to the blaster as you normally would, and then flip the entire chainsaw over and connect the axle coming out of the back here to the blaster itself. What that does is this axle at the very base of the blaster pushes up on the blaster slightly, which helps to push the barrel out of line with the chainsaw. So that way when you actually use the launcher mechanism, the bullet doesn't just fly out and hit the chainsaw and go somewhere. It actually flies over the top of it, and that helps. And again, because this piece has suspension built in, you can kind of adjust it however you want. So if you want to angle down more, you can. If you want to angle up more, you can. Last thing we need is the socket on the back end here, and that is where you're going to connect this to the character's arm. That is the entire build for my Nynrah Mystica Nynrah Blaster Quake Breaker combo thing. I don't even know what else to call it. I love the design of it though. I think it looks really good, and I can't wait to see this on the character when he has 2 chainsaws. That's terrifying. 2 chains. That's a rapper, isn't it? Anyway, so that's pretty much it for this one. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. As mentioned, I will leave a end card for the video for the original chainsaw design here as well, and you can expect more of these modified builds to come. I have at least one more planned in the pipeline, and my links, as always, for Discord and Instagram are in the description below. And let me know what you guys want to see next. Let me know in the comments. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.